It's your girl, Phatblaquebarbie, here today to show you a brow video. Because I know you looked at me, you said, girl, something is missing. Something that is usually here is not here, girl. What is it? Look into my pores and tell me what it is. Okay, anyway, enough of that. I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows. Now, as you can see, I don't have any eyebrows. My brow hairs are non-existent. But today, I'm going to show you how I get them a little more existent. I have a lot of setting powder on my mirror right now. Let me wipe that off real quick. Because I need to be able to see because I got to hold this thing close. Hold me while you can. Hold me while you can. Bitch, I better always be able to hold this motherfucking mirror as much as I paid for it. Okay? Okay? The hell? And I am nearsighted because I had on glasses when you first got into this video. So you're probably like, bro, you know you can't see. So I'm going to be like these. Oh, this brow. Oh, this. Oh, my God. But anyway, so starting with the brow. But yeah, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment and be cute in them comments because I do block and report. Baby, I don't play. Anyway, so I'll start off by taking the black brown from Go Brow by Ruby Kisses. I have a lot of these in bulk. And it comes with a little sharpener and it has a spoolie at the bottom. But I have my own spoolie brush that is from Bodyography that I've had for years. So I don't worry about that. So I start off at you see I have like little stubble area. So I start off at the bottom of that. And I like to use a pencil to do it because I feel like I get more control that way. I don't like using the brush. And then you see how I do that. Now, sometimes I want it to go a little further back. So, I like to take the arch over the brow, right? And then I just fill it in a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. So I just, boom, like that. So it's like you start off doing this. And then you just start going up slowly. And then you take it over like that. Like so like that. And I can see myself right here. So if you see me looking over there, I'm just making sure y'all can see me over my mirror and that my mirror is not blocking. Boom, boom, okay. And I will stop and compare. That's something to always do is stop and compare to make sure your underline is matching, your overline is matching. Now, it don't have to be perfect because of the fact that you do conceal, of course. So it don't have to be like completely perfect or anything like that. Because you can always conceal it and make it look right again. Now I'm just going to look at any differences that I have with my brows and just try to make sure they look as similar as possible. And now I'm going to go in with this brush, not brush, this black, which I will use. This is from Wet n Wild. It is called, ooh, it should just be black. Baby Cot Black, nor Embrace. So that's the color black it is. And I typically just go on the ends of my brow only with this because I want the front to remain kind of lighter. And so now I'm going to go with my Bodyography brow gel. And this is espresso / noir because you have a brown espresso color and then you have a black. And I'm going to go with this brush and I'm going to go into that black. And I'm just going to rub on that one time because a little bit goes a long way. When I tell you I've had this for years, since like 2018, 2019, I don't even know. I've had it for years. And I can literally go through both of my brows with that because a little bit goes such a long way. I'm just going to dip a little bit because I want just a little bit more over here. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to even out the color all over the ends to make sure the rest of my brow is good. And as you can see, I'm kind of just doing it messily because again, you're gonna conceal, so you don't really have to worry about that. Just just do it. Just make sure that when you're first doing it, you get the shape that you want, so that you don't have to conceal as much. Because the more you get the shape you want, the less you have to conceal. You just clean it up around. And I'm just also gonna drag out the front. Drag it out. You take this end part, right? And you're just gonna scrape, 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 scrape. And some people like to do like, oh, brow like strokes. Baby, I don't got time for that. My pencil's not thin enough for that. I don't have that kind of thing. So, boom. So, take your finger because you want to keep this middle part good. You want to keep it open because that's where the end of your brow. So now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade medium beige. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in the back of my hand so I can really get more when I need more. And I'm just going to go under. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see me. Make sure I move this out the way. And you see, I'm just taking my finger and dragging that down. Like, I don't really use a brush because I just feel like I have less control that way. I just take my finger. Like, I don't really like natural looking brows. I like my brow to look really sharp, really like, you know. You're gonna see me go in on the other one. I'm just gonna grab a little more product. And you want to be careful while you're doing this. And also, you want to kind of watch both sides because you want them to match. Now, again, brows are sisters and not twins and whatever else, but I want to make sure that one brow doesn't look completely different. Like, they need to look like sisters that they look a lot alike. Like, if you see one in public, you might have to do a double or triple take to make sure it's not the person that you know. Like, is that what's her name? I look just like her though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, it's a difference, but the person look a lot like him. So you gotta go up. You know such and such. Because I really thought you was that person at first. Do you know them? Yeah, that's my sister. Oh, see, that's what it is. Okay. Because y'all look just alike, girl. And I don't want it to be too sharp right here. So I'm just going to conceal that a little bit and round it out so that they look a little, a little better. And again, I'm just taking my finger. Okay, let me just check and make sure that I like what's going on. And that's the thing. Always check, like check both brows. Sometimes you gotta lean back and look a little bit and see what is given, and just correct as you go. And so I decided I don't want too much on the tail end, so I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna take off the tail end. I feel like having a shorter brow today. And that's the thing with not having eyebrows or really just doing your eyebrows. You can just do whatever you want with your eyebrows. Like that is just so lit to me. And you see, I'm looking, making sure everything is good. Let me make sure this is full like the other side. Okay, I think that's good. What y'all think? It don't matter because it's what I like. Anyway, and this is not me saying that this is how you should do your eyebrows. This is me saying this is how I do it. This is how I get my desired looks. I'm just gonna go in here again in the front, and I'm just gonna fade it out a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna pull the product from back here and pull it back a little bit if I feel like it's looking a little sparse in the back. And I'm just gonna pull that product forward. And then I'm just gonna go in and make sure I didn't mess up anything. And I think I went a little too low right there. Okay. So I like a higher arch, and my natural brow doesn't have that arch, so I just build it myself. I like a Taraji P. Henson style arch because you know her should be whoop, whoop. Like I like that type of arch. So that's what I do with my brow. And as I'm looking, let me just make sure I like what I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, what you see? What you come over here? Check up on it. I'm gonna let you work up on it. Ladies, I'm check up on it. What's your way? Check up on it. You want to hang on me tonight? Yeah, boy. Make sure I like it. Okay, yeah. So that's how I do my brows. That is pretty much it, and that is pretty much all. I just make sure that I have me a nice little fade in the front. It's like when people be cutting hair and they like to have that fade. I'm serious about my fade. Yeah. All right.